it going today? It's Toyin from the Academic Society. So give me a moment while I share this video to my group. All right. All right, so I just shared the video with my group. So how's it going today? It is a Wednesday, so I'm going live. So if you've been in my group or if you've seen any of my other posts, we talk a lot about how to be more productive, how to plan each week so that you can be the most productive every single week so you don't feel like you're overwhelmed, so you don't feel like you're behind. So yeah, we've been talking a lot about planning week to week and day to day. But today, I want us to think a little bigger than that. So going beyond the week to week or even just this semester, I want us to start thinking about how we can prepare for the future. So if you're a graduate student, what are you going to do after graduate school, right? So beyond just, getting good grades, doing some research, teaching your classes, whatever, all of the things you need to do as a graduate student. So once you leave graduate school, what's your ultimate goal? So the first thing you have to do is to decide, what do you want to do when you graduate? So there are three main options. I'm sure there are more, so don't be limited by my three that I can think of. But one is going into academia, so being a professor, a lecturer, or a researcher at a university. So going into academia. Another option would be, so I would actually split that one into two pieces. So one, going into academia, part A, you could choose a job where you're focusing mostly on your teaching. And part B, you could choose a job where you're focusing more on your research. Or I guess part C would be something that kind of blends both. So equal parts teaching with research. So you have to figure out what you like best and what type of job will work for you. And then the other way would be, or the other job option after graduate school would be to work in industry or to work in government, maybe some privately funded lab or something. So academia or out there in the real world. I'm not used to the real world. I've only been in school my whole life. Been in school, went to grad school. Now I teach at a university. So all I know is school. I don't really know much about the real world, but that is definitely an option. And I'm sure there are other options out there. So definitely don't be limited by what I've just listed. And also, what you decide on now doesn't have to be what you choose to do at the end of graduate school. So when I was a graduate student, I actually had no idea what type of job I wanted. I was just kind of floating through grad school, taking my classes, choosing a research area, still hadn't decided what I was interested in or what I wanted to do. But when my fellowship that I had was over, I became a graduate teaching assistant and I taught my first class. And that's when I realized that, okay, I'm a teacher. I need to be a teacher. This is what I need to do. So today I'm just going to talk about the things you can do that will help you prepare for the type of job you will want after graduate school, but while you're in graduate school, just so you set yourself up for success. So I'm going to start with academia, the teaching route. So if you're like me and you love teaching and you want a job teaching, all right, how can you prepare as a graduate student? Definitely teach. So I know a lot of people have research assistantships where they only have to research, but if you know you want to teach, definitely request to teach some classes. Maybe you can switch to a teaching assistantship or just take on the extra responsibility. You never know until you ask. So yeah, you can teach classes. Definitely, I know it's way easier to just find one class and perfect that one. So teach the same class every semester. But if you're interested in getting a job in teaching, it will look really good if you have taught a variety of classes. So even if it's way more comfortable, way less time consuming, and way easier to teach the same class each semester, you should request to teach a different class, just so you can have a variety of classes under your belt, and you can look way more versatile and stand out among the crowd applying for the same jobs as you in the future. Also, take advantage of any opportunity that is about teaching. So if there are any seminars or colloquium on your campus that are about teaching, definitely go to them. If there's any teaching training that's like geared toward college teaching, definitely go to those. I remember I learned so much when I did this program called the Building Future Faculty Program, BFF program at NC State. I wrote a blog post on it if you want to check that out. But during that program, I took a seminar on active learning, and I realized, oh, students aren't like me. They just can't sit in a lecture for 50 or 75 minutes and listen to the professor teach and absorb all the information. They actually need things to be broken up. They need group work. They need to partner up. They need time to just think themselves. So yeah, I learned a lot from that seminar. And also when I went to conferences, there would be many courses on how to teach different things. I took a class on how to teach undergraduate statistics because I had never taught statistics before, and I was planning on applying to statistics jobs. So yeah, that's very important. So definitely take advantage of any opportunity related to teaching if that's what you're interested in. So moving on to academia with research, take your research very seriously. All right. Get as much done, work with your advisor, see if you can publish some papers while you are in graduate school. That will look really good. See if you can collaborate with others. Definitely present your research at seminars and other conferences. Getting out there and sharing and talking with the community looks very good on your application. Also, in the summer, do a summer research program. I did one called the Industrial Math Stats Workshop. I think that's what it was called. I wrote a blog post on it as well. So basically, I went to a summer program again at NC State, and we heard different companies give a presentation on a problem in their field. So companies like I think Air Force maybe, which is government. I worked for the EPA that summer. That was what my research project was on. So we had different research projects, and we were grouped, groups of 5 or 6 with people from different math and applied math backgrounds. And we had to, in 10 days, come up with a research project that kind of solved the problem, write a paper, and we presented it to the people who actually worked at the companies that presented to us at the beginning. And so I have a paper written actually in, I guess it would be biology or mathematical biology, maybe. I'm not sure what area, but I have a paper written with collaborators. And so it looks really good when you can show that you are able to collaborate with others and get research done. So definitely seek out every opportunity for research. And if you are interested in going into industry or in government, so the third type of job choice at the end of graduate school, definitely build up those skills. So programming skills, make sure you can program in multiple languages. So as a graduate student, I took a class called Business Analytics, and I learned how to program in SAS. I sat in another computer science class and learned how to program in SQL, just in case I wanted an industry job doing statistics. So yeah, build up those skills, build up those programming languages. Also, summer research projects are good. Working with others, showing that you can work on a team looks really good for companies. And also see if you can apply for a summer internship in the summer. That will help a lot. All right, so so my task to you is to think about what you want to do, right? What you might like to do. There could be multiple options. What you might like to do after graduate school. Set that goal, and then just take advantage of every opportunity you can that will help you reach that goal and make the job application process way easier, because you will be completely qualified for whatever job you apply for. All right, so that is all for today. I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Bye.